Hey, what's happening YouTube? Rajay back in to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. I'm going to take a look at one today from out of Kansas City, Missouri. This is from Boulevard Brewing. This is their 80-acre Hoppy wheat beer. Haven't had this one before, but this is a pale wheat ale coming in at 5.5% ABV and 20 IBU. So the pale wheat ale is something I'm seeing more common out there with a lot of different breweries and being served at a lot of different bars, kind of a hybrid mix. Let's go ahead and get the cap off of this one and check it out, see how this one compares. So there we go, we get it into the glass. As you can see, came out with just under a finger of head. Nice yellow, I guess you could say golden straw type color. When you get the light behind it, it does become a little bit more golden straw, and you do get to see some of the lively carbonation taking place. There's definitely a good amount of chill haze on there, so even to the light cannot see all the way through, and as you can see out of the light, you're not seeing all the way through as well. As I mentioned, the pale wheat ale is kind of a hybrid a lot of brewers have been working with now, which is kind of nice. It gives you kind of that feel of an IPA beer without being an IPA. So for people that don't like a lot of hops, it's a great way to be introduced to that type of style. And for those that don't like a lot of the wheat beers, like myself, I'm not a huge wheat beer fan. This gives me a little bit more of something else that I probably would like to actually check out. So go ahead and get an aroma off of this one. Get a nice good amount of hops coming out of the glass. I get that nice pine, that nice dankness. Everything you would kind of expect to have with something that's more of a hop forward type beer. Do get a little bit of a slight citrusy action on it as well. That kind of goes to that hybrid type action they do on these. But all in all, pretty pleasant smelling beer. Now this one actually comes in at a 20 IBU. So you do get that just enough of the hops in that aroma. Should get enough of that in the taste without it being too overpowering. Let's go ahead and check out the taste. Opens up with a nice bitterness to the front of the tongue. Has a nice refreshing quality to it though. Mouthfeel seems to be very nice on this one. It's not as dry on the texture, that 5.5% they're using for the ABV. It does feel that kind of way as a beer. It feels to be kind of that medium body type beer. So not too light at all, not too heavy, right in the middle. Goes down very easy. Now the carbonation, I do feel that on the palate when I drink. Not too overcarbonated, but definitely alive for sure. You can kind of feel some of it in the throat when you swallow, as far as a little bit of that bitterness on the back end. Not really getting too much of an astringency or anything in the aftertaste, although in the flavor, I do get a slight bit of that kind of seltzer water type quality. That happens a lot with some of the beers that are kind of into that pale type grouping. But nothing that's very off-putting, but you can definitely sense that it's there. You can definitely feel it. But overall, not too bad of a beer. You can actually see some of the lacing actually taking place now. For what I would expect to get for a pale wheat ale, it definitely does meet that. I can feel it in my chest a little bit more now in the carbonation, kind of giving me that instinct to look at possibly burping here in a little bit. But all in all, not too bad. So overall, on this type of beer, I think that I would probably give this one I give it a 3.25 out of 5, so a B-. I think it's got some good drinkability with it, but not something I would definitely say is going to be fully dependable for people that like these type of beers. If you do like it, I think you will find it pleasing now. So if you've had it before, let me know what you think, but definitely worth a shot. And this is the 80-acre, again, from Boulevard Brewing. One that you can kind of sit back. I mean, you could use this as a lawnmower beer afterwards after doing some work outside, so you can kick back, put your feet up, and just enjoy this as well if you're a fan of the pale type beers. But I would definitely say check it out. So again, thanks for swinging by. Check out another video. Definitely appreciate you taking some time with me. I look forward to catching you in the next one. As always, please remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff, and keep drinking good craft beer. Cheers.